about ETFs. It's going to be a significant month for ETF. Now, it can run all the way into August, right? September, right? But this month is going to be vital to the ETF space. Let me repeat. This month will be vital to the ETF space. And the reason why I'm saying this is simply because you have a lot of status hearings this month. You have XRP. You have um, Soul. You have ADA, right? 21 Shares just did a ETP for HBAR, right? They also did an ETP for Crow. And one thing I notice about these things is that all of these assets are actually getting bought up. They're getting bought up. Yes, you may have the volume go up and down, but pay attention to the market cap. The market cap to me continues to rise. I'm Crypto Doe once again, and I'm here to share everything I know with you guys so together we can go further than Wells Fargo. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification as well. Leave those comments down below so I can swim through the algorithm, right? NASDAQ. I'm going to read you an article. NASDAQ also adds XRP, SOL, ADA, and another one to their ETF on the Nasdaq, right? Let's read that article real quick because we have a lot of things happening in June, right? We have a lot of things happening in June. So NASDAQ Crypto Index adds XRP, SOL, ADA, and XLM. That was the one I forgot. But how could I forget about XLM? XLM and XRP, those like the twin bros, right? If like, I look at it as if you don't work with those two, your project is flawed. I noticed that mostly projects have integrations with XLM and XRP. Most projects, right? Most projects do. And if they don't, it'd be a problem. Just like Sol. Sol had to get in line. First, they built their thing on Ethereum. Then they figured out, Ethereum may not be the best way. How about XRP and XLM? But they get a lot of money out of starting off on Ethereum. That's just what I believe, right? Starting off on that small contract, you're part of everything. I look at Ethereum as they need to rebrand their name to Upgradium. I look at Ethereum and I say that they need to rebrand their name to Upgradium. Hey, Crypto Doe, why do you say Upgradium? Because they need so many upgrades. They need so many upgrades. It's like, I see why, not Brad Garland House, but what's my other influencer that I like, or coder that I like, or entrepreneur, I must say, Charles Hawkinson. I see why he did ADA, because it's like Ethereum has its own internal issues. Yes, they doing upgrades and everything else, but it's like you still adding on to the same framework. You need to scratch that framework and just come up with something new and call it Upgradium, right? Ethereum to me is Upgradium, but Ethereum will be back and have a lot of cash inflow from BlackRock. This is what I noticed too, right? We're talking about ETF, that's the main topic, right? But what I've noticed is, let's talk about cash inflows and outflows, right? There's a lot of outflow going on in Bitcoin, meaning that people are either cashing out for maybe the psychological number is 100,000. They're cashing out. They may have 10x or 1,000x their position. So they have a right to cash out and live abundantly and use some of that cash, right? While the outflow is in Bitcoin, guess where the inflow is coming in? Ethereum. If you guys purchase my crypto guide, which I've told you guys how this game go. First they buy Bitcoin, then they sell, then they put all the extras into Ethereum, then they sell, then they put it all into small caps and altcoins and everything else. Then that 10x, 20x, 30x, then the market crashed down, then people have a lot of money on the sidelines, then after that they purchase again and rinse and repeat. It's the same game plan, it's the same flow, you know. So this is what they're doing. And the same thing is happening. Like I say, I'm doing a sale. Check out my crypto store down below in the description. Also, make sure that you get you a Ledger Nano because, or some type of Ledger product, because a lot of things is going on where people are scamming people for their crypto, and also they're robbing people for their crypto as well, like home invasions. So it's good to actually, if you're in a state where you can carry arms, better carry, because protect your crypto by any means necessary. You know, um, if you live in where it's the grounds to carry, because you just never know. People are wicked nowadays, especially if you're doing something right. You just never know. So protect your assets, protect your ass, protect everything, protect it. All right, protect it as much as possible. Um, Protect your crypto. Don't have everything all in one place, and learn how to move like a ninja, basically. So with that being said, um, let's get back on topic. I told you, I was saying, let's weave it back in. I was saying that check out my crypto guide store. Instead of you spending $40 to buy the actual crypto guide, you can purchase one merch at my merch store, and take a picture at me, and then I'll send you the crypto guide for free, so you understand. And the crypto guide to me is worth 10 times more than everything on the merch store, because it shows you what's going on in the market, and it's something that it will be tremendous value, and I will add value to it because I can update it at any time I want. So on that note, go check out my crypto store. I have merch coming. I ordered everything that I created, so I'll be sporting them as well. Um, so you guys can get a close up. So let's talk about the Nasdaq. And let's talk about the index. Nasdaq index as XRP, Sol, ADA, and XLM as SACS reviews HashDAX ETS request to align holdings. Let me give a shout out to a couple of people in the audience. We got CJ Tan 520. What's going on? You always stay tuned. I'm just a kid 363. What's up? What's going on? This is your first time here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We have Remton Kazemi. Hello, greetings. What's going on? This is your first time here. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. The Nasdaq Crypto Index recently expanded its composition from 5 to 9 digital assets. Makes sense to me. Adding Ripple, XRP, Solana, Sol, Cardano, ADA, and Stellar Lumens XLM. Previously, the index included only Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Chainlink, and Uniswap. The updated index serves as the updated index serve as the benchmark for the HashDex Nasdaq Crypto Index US ETF. However, the NCI Q ETF is currently not permitted to hold the newly added assets due to existing SEC rules, which limit it to investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum only. To change this, NASDAQ ICS LLC filed a proposed rule change with a SEC on March 7th. If approved, the ETF will be allowed to align its holdings with the revised index and invest directly in the additional altcoins. The SEC has until November 2nd this year to issue on the decision. So they could drag it out until November. Okay, I said September. They can drag it out all the way into November. But I'm saying it all to say these things most likely are going to get approved. Because do you guys know who the NASDAQ is? They are big capital. With big capital wants something to happen, 9 times out of 10 it's going to happen. Right? So I see all these things being approved. So they have Uniswap ETFs. They have Chainlink ETF. They have ADA ETF. They have Sol ETF. They have XRP ETF. They have XLM ETF. Right? Crow is coming up with an ETF. Right? So to me, those are the assets that, hint, 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 you may want to park some money in. But guess what? I am no financial advisor. I can't give you financial advice. I'm just going to let you know what I'm going to be doing in this situation, and I'm parking my money where the money is going, right? Let me say it again for the people just coming in. I'm parking my money where the money is flowing. And the money is obviously flowing in these Uniswaps, these Crows, these XRPs, these XLM. Oh, snap. I can't forget about HBAR. because that's in everything, right? So these XLM, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, these are some of the places the money will be going, right? And also pay attention to DGB, because they just made a digi dollar, which basically is a stable coin. And we all know when the Genius Act happens, and I see that being approved no later than the end of this month or next month, right? Then you guys going to understand that the inflow is actually coming. The inflow is actually coming. I'm not going to make this video too long, but I want you guys to pay attention to the ETFs and let me know where you're parking your money and what ETF is best for you. On that note, peace, blessings, and love. I appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. That's all I ask. Also, check out my crypto guide and check out my crypto merch store. Go shop, shop, shop. On that note, put on your seatbelts. This is Crypto Doe once again.